Hello friends, welcome back to the Craft Castle. My name is Ashley, and in today's video I am revealing the 10 secrets that Cricut has been keeping from us. This video is going to be short, sweet, and to the point, so let's get into it. For the very first Cricut secret reveal I have for you is please do not buy any of Cricut branded materials. All of their HTV, vinyl, and cardstock are low quality. There are a ton of different options and other brands out there that will beat Cricut branded materials right out of the water. Now, I'm not going to leave you high and dry and have you trying to figure out what brands that you should be looking out for. My personal favorite for vinyl and HTV is TeckWrap Craft Vinyl. All you need to do is go to TeckWrapCraft.com, and their vinyl and HTV both cut amazingly in all the Cricuts, but also they weed fabulously and they last a really long time. Now, if you're looking for cardstock, what you want to do is head over to my cardstock warehouse. I know I'm just going to plug in my cardstock warehouse, but over in my cardstock warehouse, I offer a bunch of different shades of shed-free glitter cardstock. I also offer plain cardstock, and I have a ton of Cricut videos here on my channel if you're ever interested in learning more about using your Cricut. Now, heading over into Cricut Design Space, we're going to go into secret number 2 that Cricut does not want you to know. And that is, did you know that you can print larger than 8.5 by 11 size of print and cut? Yep, that's right. You can print larger print and cuts than the standard letter size. How to do this is what you want to do is open up Cricut Design Space, and you want to come over here to what would be your name. You're going to want to select it, and then what we want to do is come down here to settings. Then what you want to do is come over here into load type, and do you see where it says print and cut page size right here? What you want to do is click on that, and then you are going to see that I have a bunch of different options right here. If you wanted to print a tabloid 11 by 17, all you have to do is click on it and then press done. So then let's say I wanted to print and cut this Mickey out. I totally could, because I now changed the print and cut size over to a larger size. Now for secret number 3, did you know that you can make your Cricut cut deeper and faster by customizing your own settings? How you do that is again, going back over into your name and clicking on settings. What you would need to do is come over here to machines. Then you see this right here says custom material settings. Create your own pressure settings. But before you press start, what you want to make sure is that your Cricut that you're going to be cutting on or that you're going to be customizing to is turned on and connected to your computer. So when you click start, it will automatically sync up to that particular Cricut so you can customize those Cricut's settings. For Cricut secret number 4, did you know that you could use multiple Cricuts at one time? I swear the very first video that ever went viral for me is a video of me using all of my Cricuts at one time. And I had a ton of questions about how in the world did I do that. What you need to do is come up here into File and press New Window. What you're going to be left with is 2 windows of Cricut Design Space. So let's just say you had 2 Cricuts that you wanted to use at the same time, okay? I'm going to just add in this one right here to my canvas and press view. And then what I'm going to do is in my second window, what I'm going to add in a totally different design. What you will need to do is have both of your Cricuts hooked up and ready to go on your computer. So then when you go over here into make, you're going to want to do that for both screens. And then you press continue on both of these. Now, if I had my Cricuts connected to my computer, what I would then get is a drop-down box right here. What you would need to do is select the machine that you want to use for this project, then doing the same for over here, making sure that you don't select the same machine twice, and then you're going to be off and rolling. But let's say that while these 2 machines cut, you also want to continue designing. All you need to do is go to File and New Window. Another window will pop up. I am notorious for actually using 9 machines at once to cut, so you can have as many windows that your computer allows to open. Which brings me to my next Cricut secret, which is Cricut secret number 5, and that is, did you know that you can merge your projects together simply by copy and pasting? Let's say I have this gingerbread person right here, and I want to put it with this snowflake right here. Now, obviously I can go and find the image through the design software and add it in that way. But what if I told you that it's as simple as right click, pressing copy, going over into the next screen, right click and pressing paste. And there is our snowflake. You could also do this with more intricate designs. Let's just take this stacked calendar that we made together in a previous video, and I wanted to merge it with now this new design. All you need to do is have that project open and copy. So right click and press copy, then going over into the one project that you want to merge, right click and paste. And now, may take the Cricut a little bit to think, but your project is now in one canvas instead of having it in 3. Moving on to Cricut secret number 6, and that is pretty much reserved for the people that have multiple Cricuts but different forms of Cricut. You know how Cricut has the Cricut Joy, the Cricut Maker, the Explore, and the Venture? Let's say you have the Explore and the Joy, which is something that I own. The Cricut Joy does not and cannot cut all the things the Cricut Explore can. So when you are using the Cricut Joy, you want to make sure that you're in the Cricut Joy software. We all use the same type of software in Cricut Design Space, which is nice, but some of the functionalities will change between the machines that you're going to be cutting on. How to ensure that you are on the correct machine functionality page is coming over here to where you see Explore. For me, it says Explore because I predominantly use Explorers. However, if I were to click on this, you're going to get this drop-down box. You need to make sure that you are in the section of machine that you plan on cutting. It's just like this for Cricut Joy. If I were to click on this, do you now see that I have these little exclamation marks that are red? It is because the Cricut Joy can't print and cut. So if I really wanted to cut out these little black images right here, I would have to now delete all of my calendars in order to go into the make screen. It's very important that we do design work in the machine that you plan on using to cut your project. Now for Cricut secret number 7, and this one is probably one of the most important ones besides number 10. Number 7 Cricut secret is how to save your files from Cricut Design Space. Now, Cricut would like to have you thinking that you cannot save your files. However, I'm here to tell you that that is an actual lie. Now, there is going to be one main way to do that, and that is to come up here to your name, click on it, and press Settings. You're going to notice that a lot of these secrets that I show you have to do with your settings that you use for Cricut Design Space. Now, over here where it says Saving for Offline, what you want to do is click on Cloud and Computer. Then you're going to press Done. When that happens, you are now able to find your saved files on your computer. The saved files that are on your computer are not your typical SVG files that you're probably used to hearing about. In previous videos, I do show you how to take your SVG files that you create within Cricut Design Space and make your own SVG files from them. So if you're wanting to save your own SVG files from Cricut, you're going to want to make sure to check out those videos that I have on my channel. For Cricut secret number 8, it's not really a secret, but to be honest with you, it is one of the most popular asked questions that I have seen on all Cricut social media pages. And that is, how in the world do you get the grid on your screen? Now, I'm not necessarily someone that likes using the grid. In every single one of my videos that I post here on YouTube, you will know and see that I never have the grid on my screen. I prefer it without, but there are crafters that do like the grid. There are 2 ways to get this grid. First, and the easiest way, is to come over here to the corner right here, this little corner, and then click again. So you have 2 other options for grids, and if you click a 3rd time, the grid will turn off. Really crazy secret, huh? But let's just say you wanted to put your grid in the long way, not the easiest way. How to do that is again, going over to the top right where your name is going to be and pressing Settings. Then what you want to do is come over here to Canvas, and you see where it says Canvas Grid. You can either do full grid, partial grid, and no grid. And you can see that when I'm doing that, in the very back of this window, you can see that my grid is changing. So it's essentially the same thing. You could do it the long way, you can do it the easiest way. It's up to you. Now friends, for Cricut secret number 9, it's not really a design space secret, but more of a Cricut crafting secret. Most Cricut crafters will tell you that you can only print and cut on white or light sheets of paper that have no gloss. But I'm here to tell you that I actually made a previous video where I show you every single print and cut hack that you can do for your Cricut, so you have the ability to print on dark materials like my craft cardstock found in my cardstock warehouse. It is a really dark brown, and I show you how to do multiple different things in order to make a really cool print and cut. One of the secrets is using these print registration marks that I have actually created, and it's for free, found in my Cricut profile. You're going to see the link to my Cricut profile in the description of this video. And one of the projects that I have in my Cricut profile is this registration mark. All you need to do is cut these out on vinyl white sticker paper, cut them out, and then put them on your dark print and cut registration marks. The Cricut is going to read over these lines as if it is white paper versus your dark craft paper. If you're curious to know what other hacks there are for print and cut, you're going to want to watch the video. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss that one. And the last and final Cricut hack that you need to know, and it's the most important one. So I have noticed over the years of being a Cricut crafter is that the Cricut Design Space program has a ton of flaws, and sometimes it can get very frustrating. The one biggest secret that I have for you is changing in and out of beta mode. When I say beta mode is essentially part of the software that hasn't fully gone live yet. I don't really know the tech terms of this. I'm not really a tech savvy gal. However, I do know that when we switch in and out of it, I find that I have less glitches. It makes my frustration-free crafting frustration-free. How you do that is coming up to your name and pressing settings. You're going to be over here to application experience. Do you see how I am currently in the live version? Well, let's say that I have seen a ton of glitches in the live version. What I would do is first save my work, go over here into beta. Now, this is why it's so important to save your work before you switch out of it, because although it says right here, changing settings may restart your application, it's not a may. It will absolutely restart your application. When you do that, you want to press done. When you press done, the Cricut is going to close out and restart the application, downloading the beta version of Cricut Design Space. Now here's the deal. As our Cricut downloads the beta version, what I would like to remind you is that let's say you were already in the beta version and you are seeing a ton of glitches there. What I would suggest doing is doing the same process over again, but this time putting yourself into the live. I don't know what it is, but every single time I see a glitch, I go to the other side and the glitch that I was seeing is no longer there. Unfortunately, there are a ton of glitches within Cricut Design Space, so realistically, this is the only workaround for right now. All right, friends, now I'm in the beta mode, and if I was seeing those glitches, you probably won't see it now in beta mode. All right, y'all, I have given you all of my 10 Cricut secrets. Do you have a Cricut secret that you would like to share with the class? Let me know in the comments of this video. Please don't be a gatekeeper about anything Cricut. I sure hope I inspired you to create, friends, and I'll see you later.